Greetings. This is Newsfeed on Global Multimedia Online TV. I am your presenter, Dainel Sarra. Remember, we are your home of trusted news source and credible reporting. Don't forget to click on the bell icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel to enable you to receive updates from your production.
After so many interviews,
lockdown could legally.
To bridge the gap between theory and practice, and to give potential graduates requisite knowledge and skills to job creators, the Development Studies Department at the University of Makeni has held a day seminar at the Fatima Campus Auditorium on the 13th November 2021 as part of their annual program for outgoing students in the department. Our reporter Desmond Alfred Jonathan Farmer was part of the seminar and he files in this report.
In Sierra Leone, almost 60% of young people are unemployed, driving their urge to seek work abroad, usually via irregular migration. The rate of unemployment measures the number of young people actively looking for a job as a percentage of the labor force. Unemployment rate in Sierra Leone is expected to reach 4.60% by the end of 2021, according to Trading Economics Global Macro Models Analyst expectation. However, the reasons to unemployment in Sierra Leone are ambiguous. Amongst others are overpopulation and as well as the lack of skills in the youthful population to put into practice the theories presented to them to make a better generation. As the new generation is being presented with these staggering figures of unemployment on the land, the clarion call is to bridge the gap between theories and practice to ensure employment agencies make fruitful interventions to tailor the underlying challenges. To actualize this, the Development Studies Department at the University of Makeni has held a day seminar on the 13th November 2021 at the Fatima Campus Auditorium for outgoing students in the department as part of their annual activity to prepare potential graduates to face the corporate world on the theme, Building the Gap Between Theory and Practice, the Role of Employment Agencies in Sierra Leone. The rationale behind the seminar is to give potential graduates present to be able to be themselves job creators and not job seekers, taking into consideration the current rate of unemployment in the country, to ensure that young graduates go home with ideas to start to take up developmental steps and actualizing their business plans as development students. Above all is that the seminar also served as experience sharing platform, hence motivating potential developers in the department. Reverend Father Dr. Bamanja is the Deputy Vice Chancellor and the Director of Academic Affairs, Unimak. He gives an overview of the seminar and motivates students present, commend the Development Studies Department for such a good initiative.
Education in Sierra Leone is something. You bear with me that, yes, our education system has changed severally in order to address particular needs. And one of the main reasons for which it has changed is to build the middleman power, build the middleman capacity, so that we turn away from this grammar school time to get ourselves prepared for hands-on in society. Today we want to ask you, after your 4 years of study at Unimak, are you prepared to go out and turn theory into practice? From what you've been equipped with, from what you have learned, are you empowered enough to go out and identify possibilities in society and say, in the collaboration of this, that, and this, you can put together and start a project? You can be job creators rather than job seekers.
Mr. Mohamed Soui Conte is the founder and executive director, Madam Sierra Leone and Silnov. He served as the keynote speaker in the seminar. In his statement, he starts off by offering praises for the good initiative put forward by the departmental heads and went on to motivate potential graduates on the idea of being job creators and not job seekers. He shared his experience as a director of 3 successful organizations and how he was able to manage and sustain them through perseverance and hard work.
The reality is this, that there has been a lot of theoretical, it's accepted that theory is very, very important in social work or development work. But how do you combine theory and practice as largely being a gap? And this kind of discussions and conversation, very, very important. Knowledge without application, I consider it to be empty.
The question and answer session were as well a very interesting platform where students share questions and ideas to be discussed on. Amongst others were various speakers who spoke on official issues if one should be successful at any job application, from sending emails to preparing CVs and interviews. The seminar was climaxed with a certification process championed by the Dean of Social Sciences, Mr. Eunice P. Kamara, certifying students for their outstanding performances in the department. Reporting for Global Multimedia Newsfeed, I am Desmond Alfred Jonathan Farmer.
Following the growing concern for women's active participation in leadership and decision-making, and the robust advocacy for the Gender Empowerment Bill to be passed in Sierra Leone Bombali District, Women Bodwin, an organization of result-oriented women in the Northern Province, has received funds from Tokia, a Catholic-focused organization in the country, to be implemented by Wilfred and NMJD. The show-off meeting was held at the All People's Congress Party office, constituency 038. John Mbade Bagua was there and he has more to say.
Purpose why we dey at this joint bill what they want for pass na parliament, we the Bombali district women, we dey in support of her, we support her, but we not get for vote, not only get for go pass this, not only get for do this, so but we support as women. We want to let them pass this bill. So therefore, we can't today foresee the executive and the honorable, in particular, what in our parliament, what they represent, what are to them, they therefore go put this bill there.
That was the president of the Bombali District Women Bodwin, an organization that comprises women engaged in varying fields ranging from teaching, nursing, and trading, amongst others, in order to support and equip them for leadership positions. USAID statistics shows that women account for 52% of the total population in Sierra Leone, yet occupy less than 20% of elected positions, which shows that their voice, visibility, participation, and representation in elective and appointment positions remain very low compared to men. Bodwin has, however, been funded by the Women's Forum for Human Rights and Democracy Sierra Leone, WUFRED, making their first visit to the APC party office in constituency 038. The secretary of the Bodwin organization highlighted a bit of what the gender bill, which they are strongly pushing for enactment, entails to educate all present.
The equality bill gets a different component when you look at. The first one, yes, we talk about the 30% in governance for women then. And the bill, they also talk about access to finance. We also say so many times when you come into politics, the woman then, they want for go. But because a huge percent they be and we not get the money for stand before elections. We also talk about the safe seats. The bill they're in about for say, for instance, we come to Bombali. We want to forget a safe seat of the 30%. When women they forget.
Response to the plea of women, members of the All People's Congress political party in the Northern region, starting with the youth leader, made clear their support for the bill with caution to the attitudinal exhibit of women in position of power. A final response from the Honorable of Constituency 038 started with thanks and a clear assurance that his support is earned, being that the bill is what his people seek and he represents them, not himself.
Well, and for listening to una, because they say representation, I want you people want. If una want to represent una say una they send me for go support this bill, why for say no? A big ambition. Why for say no? But just like what youth leader say, Parliament, you get different people and a place of lobbying. We can get funny way we can say things. They say we man want woman. They can tie a panel, not so. But we woman don't want man. Any other man they make say he must get a man. So this na woman they want bill. And a man they nominate na parliament. Why would I not go around and make sure say the man they vote for them? And I don't begin to see an example of an
Madam Zainab Khadija Tukabo from Wolfrad, in an interview, spoke on their role in this undertaking and their expectations plus more.
Well, we roll inside this particular project with a partner with Turkey, themselves, they give help for the campaign. So like we for Bombali now, we they undertake this campaign, this LOE campaign for make the law pass na parliament, for make we meet na different constituencies, then meet with honorables them, so that we will talk to them for make they able for make the bill pass na parliament. The honorable, it be so happy for receive we, because when I can see it talk to we and accept we and promise we say when he go na free tongue na parliament, he go pass the information to a company honorable them, so that they go push the bill go before.
Climaxing the event, a member of the Bombali district women tendered the vote of thanks. John Mbadi Bangura, GM Online TV.
Symbol of yellow ribbon, so we honorable. What we know say, we 100% supporting to women. Thank you very much. And the man who is the talking here, so we know say what they can. We get to vote.
Hell's Library, a student-based organization at the University of Makeni on both campuses, has embarked on an Operation Clean Unimak activity. This, according to the CEO and President Jacob Komba Eli, is to ensure that they actualize the concept of good health and sanitation on the campus. Demba Hem Kamara was there and he put this together.
These are cross-section of students of the University of Makeni, and they are potential journalists, lawyers, administrators, and many other practitioners of different academic disciplines converge at both the Sylvanus Kuruma campus and Fatima campus of Unimak to complement the job of the university. It could be recorded sometimes last academic year, the same organization, Ellis Library, encourages students to do similar exercise on both campuses. But what has been keeping this dream alive? Jacob Komba Ellis, the founder of Ellis Library, a student and a youth-led organization on campus Ellis UDate.
Well, it's to achieve our goal. Cleaning a university is the simplest way we can achieve that goal, to ensure that we make Unimak the cleanest university in Sierra Leone. So it's a monthly activity, and we are doing it at the end of every month. We do it in both campuses. We do it in the Fatima and also the Sylvanus Kuruma campus. To me, I am proud of being the founder in the first place, and it amazes me that students are really cooperating. And to the general student body, I think they are appreciative of the fact that we are teaching them humility, and also we are providing a forum for them to contribute to the development of the university.
Creating an environment that is conducive for learning means ensuring classrooms and living areas are all kept clean and tidy. To maintain a hygienic atmosphere, messy, dirty classes and campus not only present a poor image of the institution and also be distracting and negatively impact the learning process. Students express their impression of participation.
I'm very much impressed about the action they are taking towards the university. Our mental destruction has been a fight towards our various environments, Unimak to be specified. So I thought it fit that joining the agri department to do a survey or cleaning around the university is a must.
It means a lot. It portrays what I stand for and what my department stands for. Cleanliness and of course respecting nature. So it means a lot. To start with, it's a responsibility, and secondly, it's not a subjective responsibility, it's a collective responsibility. So it doesn't matter whether I'm a student or I'm a mother or a father or whatever. Cleanliness is something that they don't need to teach you. It's next to godliness, and we've all had that adage now. and we are all familiar with it. So it's a collective responsibility.
They support supporter, but we're not there for votes, not only there for votes, not only there for votes. So, but we support as women rather than pass this bill. So therefore, we candidate for the executive and the honorable particular working for parliament, who they represent me, not until they there for votes.
That was the president of the organization that comprises women engaged in various.
The Ellis Library is calling on collective responsibility for students of Unimak in making Unimak the cleanest university in the country by maintaining and taking responsibility of the environment. Reporting for Global Multimedia Online TV Newsfeed, I am Demba Mohammed Kamara reporting.
It's a win-win situation. The community helps in grooming a child and children in becoming a better leader and a change agent. And upon realizing full potential to come back and develop the community or society, this has been demonstrated by sons and daughters of Kamakay village in Bubuna district, in which they have held a day engagement with relevant stakeholders within and outside the environment of the village to chart ways to bring development in the community. Global Multimedia's John M. Banglo was in Bubuna and sent in this report.
The Kamanke Development Organization, KADO, housing home and abroad residing descendants of Kamanke village located in Tonkolele district, have today held a day community engagement session with its locals and leaders. This initiates after members of the organization staying home and abroad are galvanizing funds in a bid to take developmental strides into their own hands in anticipation of their community's growth. The program witnessed the attendance of notable chiefdom personalities, organizational heads, and residents of the community, starting with the region chief, village heads, concerned Sierra Leone representative, plus many others, who were opportune to make statements which resounded the need for unity within the township and the involvement of every member in its development-oriented activities.
All you fat, you thin, you big, we need you, regardless of your status in society. So we decide, say, we open the thing up, except person no come, but we go call you, say, do you can't deal with we.
The keynote address delivered by Mr. Dainel Sarra Turay, key founder of KADO and a contender for the position of Paramount Chief, highlighted detailed information about the community and the need with the charge to those present and those residing outside to put hands on deck for the furtherance of their home.
The chiefdom Kalantuba, when they been de-amalgamate, before the de-amalgamation, I been therefore talk with one friend, now the United States, when a Professor Ron, when somebody we don't get used to the term what I been the work na world hope. Because we been think say as a chiefdom Kalantuba, we want for know exactly waiting day inside we chiefdom, waiting and waiting not day, so that we know whoever get for big paramount chief na this chiefdom, it will know whose level where it they take this chiefdom from. And so in 2014 I've been going at the United States where I've been going to 10 days lecture at the university. Fortunately we get 2 students now waiting they do their PhD from the college. Mr. and Mrs. Andrew Bonano. Now the people that will be come really for can do studies now we chiefdom.
Donations were presented by the attendees and invited guests dedicated towards the implementation of developmental ideas as the village and communities around lack a secondary school, good road network, and solid telecommunication service.
Me and my wife, and on behalf of the chiefdom, when I have a chiefdom, I want for no get nothing, no say chiefdom shall come out. I don't know where Dainel Sarra Turay talk for Kuna for Kalantumba, he motokadi da ni motokadi. I don't know who that pass. For me, I give 300,000
family, 300,000 on behalf of them all. I can represent them, I can represent the man as well. we don't pledge the 10 million for youth development. So that one day, I don't come back for the second time and they see me, and that's me kaka completely.
Nothing to nothing no day. But still, this program now get it. But me and the speaker now no just sit down no man like say. Now sleep and they sleep. Not they sleep now. Me speaker, they don't say this. Okay, so now get it. I need for do more. Was the starting now no just sit down. Everybody can play. Me say no go do video. So me speaker they play for 200,000 euros. Me as a region chief myself. I did hear the speaker, now they work hand in club. So 250,000 euros.
An activity plan is set for undertaking by members of CADO, backed with a stand on accountability and transparency, and they are ready for work. John Mbade Bangura, Global Multimedia Online TV.
Choosing Generation, a youth-led organization, has held its first annual delegate conference off the confines of the capital city, Freetown. This engagement brought key and notable youth leaders across the country to deliberate on issues of governance, corruption, tribalism, and nepotism. Our team was part of this engagement. Here is an highlight of the conversation.
Despite the fact that the political landscape is polluted with tribalism, the good news is the young people of this nation, they are very, very much open-minded. They are ready to mingle. We do not put pride in our social interactions. And so I just want to recommend or encourage young people to really replicate that attitude to that political landscape. If we as young people, we actually step up for that social tolerance and bring that same attitude to the political landscape to help a lot.
All of us are failures and we are responsible for that. Let us take the bull by the horn and ensure we correct the wrongs that was done by our fathers. I will always say my parents failed me because if they were in the same situation I am in now and they did nothing about it, then they failed. And if we do the same thing to our kids, we are all failures. No matter how much money you worked, no matter how many houses you built, you are a failure because you fail to ensure you fix the system.
When we see someone is being an advocate, the moment they pull that person for a single position, they will run like they vote. And then they forget about everything. So that is our problem.
Thank you. Government forms or forms in Europe. Nobody has paid for that. There was no institution to even call them to do. Not the FCC, not like civil society or activists that are so vibrant and possible. We don't think about dictatorship. We are a local activist. But today we have a citizen where as somebody needs to go to anti-corruption. As this